people come from Israel. You are ancestors.
We live in a beautiful place.
Why is that?
We live.
Say that you're a Jew. Are you guys like this?
Shining flame is the
So there's an update. You know, they have that Samud flotilla, which is like 40 people from 40 different countries on ships going to Gaza to bring aid. And, well, Israel has just boarded the ships. So according to this distress call via Sarah Wilkinson, the Israeli Navy female soldier have begun intercepted and taken over the Freedom Flotilla boats and changing their course to the Ashdod port. So let's listen to this.
Hear that some boat is being boarded or intercepted, but I don't have verification of that, but we are surrounded.
So they're surrounded.
Boats to the left, boats to the right, and we have boats coming at us at the front. We have to throw our devices. We have a military vessel tailing us, so it's maybe the last broadcast. I can no longer stay in contact with Jack because we have a military vessel behind us and all our channels are jammed. We no longer have internet. I can no longer use that platform. I've tried to send him a message on Signal. I don't know whether he's got it or not. But we have a military vessel behind us. We have 5 to the port. We have 5 on the starboard. We're pretty much surrounded at all angles. We're continuing to sail to do our best to try and outmaneuver him. But we'll shortly have to throw our phones into the sea. There are 46 different countries sailing in this flotilla, and we have no support from any country whatsoever. We are sailing alone. We are surrounded by hostile entity boats. Some are military, some may be civilian. There are spotlights being raised above the water, but we are sailing alone without any international protection in international waters, and there are 46 different countries alongside us. My last words, I don't know what to say to people apart from thank you for your support, thank you for tracking us, thank you for following us, thank you for being on side, thank you for helping us get so close to Gaza, which I can now vaguely see on the horizon. Thank you for being alongside us where other countries have failed, and please help to get us released. We did know what we were walking into. We fully understand that eyes have to be on Gaza. Gaza comes first, but we were so close to reaching the shoreline, and to be intercepted, despite knowing that we would be, is still really gutting. I'm sorry for the children of Gaza waiting for our boats on the horizon. I'm sorry for the people of Gaza. You can probably see now the lights in the distance, and I'm sorry that we're not able to evade them and reach the shores anyway. Maybe some boats will get through. It is still possible. Some boats will escape and get through.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There are a lot of us. But I suppose looking at the worst case scenario may be more realistic, but let's hope that some of our boats get through.
This is the Israeli Navy. You are approaching a blockaded zone. If you wish to deliver aid to Gaza, you may do so through the established channels. Please change your course toward the port of Ashdod, where the aid will undergo a security inspection and then be transferred into the Gaza Strip.
So that's what's happening right now, but there is a global response happening also, right? So here is organization confirms that Israeli naval forces illegally intercepted and boarded the global Samud flotilla's vessel Sirius, along with other boats in international waters. 38 people from 16 countries are kidnapped. Make noise. So let's see what this is.
Hi, my name is Nico. I am with the participants of Sirius. Watching us this video is because we have been attacked or abducted by the Israeli forces, and we ask for you to ask for your government to release us or to make.
Okay, so this is an old video. That's from January 10th of this year. But what's going on right now is breaking from Italy to Belgium, France to Germany, Greece and beyond. People are taking to the streets right now in protest against Israelis' attack on the global Samud flotilla. Let's listen. So this is in Greece. I don't know. It's all Greek to me. Come on, you knew I was going to say that. Here they are in Paris. Paris is also. So that was Athens, Greece. This is Paris. This is in Spain.
الحسابات الإسرائيلية في التعامل هذه المرة مع هذا الأسطول وما نتابعه من كل هذا.
Okay, I don't know what language that is. Let's hear it is live Naples, Italy. Want to see Naples? So they say they're blocking the train station, that they're blocking everything for Gaza. That's what they say. Well, isn't that funny? They're singing that American song. So here's more from Greece. Okay, here's from Tunisia. Look at this, Tunisia. Wow, so everybody. Right now, protests in Barcelona in front of the Israeli consulate for intercepting the global Samud flotilla that carries humanitarian aid for Gaza. Maybe they multiply all over the world. Let's hope. Okay, so that was... there's a protest being held in front of the U.S. Embassy in Ankara. That's in Turkey. So there's that protest. Here's Naples. We showed you that. Okay. So you can't say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. You can't say that anymore. That's considered hate speech.
Well, it won't be.
To learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize. That's what Voltaire said. And of course, you see there's the Star of David on there. So that's what Trump has ushered in, by the way. Nobody could be less happy about that than me. Or maybe there is. Maybe one of those college students who followed all the rules and got deported for writing a op-ed.
Yeah, well, the pervert fascists were displaced by the fascist perverts, I guess, is the eternal cycle.
Let's see. Let me Google Samud on the Twitters. Let's see what their official Twitter feed is saying. 30 boats still sailing strong. So that was at. There's 30 boats are still sailing strong on their way to Gaza, just 46 nautical miles away, despite the incessant aggression from the Israeli occupiers. So the Navy has surrounded them, but apparently they're still going. That's from their Twitter feed. A global Samud flotilla. 47 minutes ago, they said, never have there been so many witnesses watching your crimes unreal. For 2 years, we've watched while you have slaughtered relentlessly. We have seen your shred and starved children, and the world says enough. Okay. This is how you stand up against systemic injustice, the civilians in this world. Okay. Italy's largest union announces general strike over flotilla handling. No kidding. That was 5 hours ago. So let's see if this plays. Oh no, this really is going to take me to Instagram. I hate when they do that. So here it is. Footage filmed from the Aurora shows. Is it water cannon? It says being water cannoned. So they're water can. So the Israeli occupation Navy forces are using active aggression in the global Samud flotilla. Florida vessel has been deliberately rammed at sea. Ulara, Matik, and others have been targeted with water cannons. These illegal attacks on unarmed humanitarian ships is a war crime. All passengers on board are unharmed. So that's what's happening right now. But apparently, according to 37 of those boats are still on their way. Right? Isn't that what they said? Right? The illegal interception of the flotilla is not an act of defense. It's a brazen act of desperation. It clearly reveals the extreme lengths to which the occupier will go to ensure Gaza remains starved and isolated. It's time to shut down for a free Palestine. The Israeli attack on global Samud flotilla has begun. The time to respond is now. Hit the streets, shut down embassies, parliaments, corporations complicit in manufacturing the genocide. They tweeted that out 4 hours ago. Okay, so they're being intercepted. Cameras are offline. Vessels have been boarded by military personnel. We're actively working to confirm the safety and status of all participants on board. Okay. We've detected 20 unidentified vessels on our radar, just 3 nautical miles ahead of our fleet. This may signal, but so they did it. All right. Okay. So, but I guess the good news is that 30 boats are still sailing strong on their way to Gaza, just 46 nautical miles away, despite an incessant aggression from Israeli occupation Navy. Okay. I guess I'll go to Instagram one more. This page is not available. What happened? Did they get rid of their Did they get rid of their Instagram page? No, it's still there. So are these the? Okay, so just more pictures. Okay, all right. So that's the update. They haven't officially. They have water cannon in them. They've rammed some boats. I don't see them allowing those boats to dock in Gaza. I don't see that happening. So we'll see what happens. Good luck to the flotilla. Our friend Tad Hickey's on there. You know, from Ireland, the guy who's been on the show. He's hilarious. Okay, good luck to everybody. Over to Steph.
All right. Brad Gilbert, the science equals the Bible. Trust equals belief. Science equals religion. Brad. Red, blue, left, right. It's all a form of witchcraft designed by Semiramis. One is controlled by manipulation, the other by intimidation. The world is fake. Time to learn how to read green coded text.
Semir what? What did they? What
It says Semiramis.
How do you spell it?
Semiramis.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Designed by Semiramis. And that's from the real Schneid. We love you, Kerp. I read that one. Signed the lower class. Native Americans had abortions. They would eat one pellet of a rattlesnake tail, and that would induce a miscarriage. Unvaccinated guy. Thank you for that one. Unvaccinated guy. Kerp and John in head-to-head competition with interruption of their own. Unvaccinated guy. Savage. The USA should just annex the entire UK now. Illegals only commit less crime than Democrats. Aston, funny. When you see a shit tree growing, don't go up and try to shake the shit fruit out of it. Guess who said it? Unvaccinated guy. Thank you. Aston, those claiming that sending people on to the 13th richest country on earth, Mexico, and that illegals pick fruit less than 5% do are the real racists. Aston. Rusty.
Yeah, he said a lot of nonsense also about a salad will be $75. That's some real glib gibberish that came out of him with that.
Dirty M says, not sure if you looked this up, but they're most likely spraying them with skunk water, which is just shit chem spray. They blast at them. Unreal. We live on this planet. Dirty M. Thank you, Dirty M. In 1984, Italy dedicated soccer World Club win to Palestine. Also, many of the Palestinians have Roman ancestry and similar appearances and culture. P.S. I love Kurt. T-Bone. Look at you, T-Bone.
T-Bone. Sorry about T-Bone.
All right, let's see here next. Kerp is awesome. Comic books in cahoots. Have government tell employers, if we catch you hiring one migrant who is not here legally, then we are going to do a complete government takeover of your company. Roger Meadows, right? Joe Biden is a corporatist liberal like half of the DNC. Using right-winger as some slur for him is ridiculous implication that everyone politically right of Joe Manchin is bad. Aston. Thank you, Aston. When you hear black guy online and the fire alarm dead battery chirp is in the background, you know he just moved in. If you don't hear it, he has lived there long enough for the chirp to die. Unvaccinated guy. I don't know what that reference is. Never trust anyone who unironically calls themselves anti-fascist. Rusty. Russia has supplied Venezuela with Sukhoi F-35s, and also Russia had their own S-35s there. When America banned parts of the F-15, F-16, Venezuela moved on. Unvaccinated, rather. Okay.
Did he really say Project Warp Speed was one of Trump's victories? Well, that's genius. That's one of his great moves, Project Warp Speed, not texting a vaccine properly. That's the thing he thinks. And by the way, if he bothered to research, you know Pfizer did not avail themselves of it because they didn't even want limited oversight.
I think it's pretty easy to see how we were censored and how we had to conform and how we got locked down and how unfair it was, you know, and they were all in on it.
Unless you're a liar. You're right. It is pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty easy. Kids Corner, UVU is training ground for CIA. Oh, is it? University of Utah is a training ground for CIA intel and defense operations, and Tyler Robinson was in the program. I don't know, Kids Corner, if Tyler Robinson was in the program because, according to Candace, he didn't attend Utah University. Send you a DM on X about this. Kids Corner, I'll be checking it out.
It would be off campus. Remember he went to an abandoned home? Remember
that? Anthony, Kurt's the man. Danny, the guest was spot on. Thank you so much, Danny. And like Jimmy says, the elite's goal is to make us hate our neighbor. Of course, he has a blind spot on COVID, but great discussion, Danny. Thanks for noticing. Red Z, thank you, Red Z. Thank you, Nasho Nabo, much appreciated. Polly, thank you, Polly. Romans 1:21, for although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but their thinking became futile and their foolish hearts were darkened. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools. RDS. Thank you, RDS. Let me give you a gong for that one, RDS.
He wasn't spot on. Kung Flu is racist, but not saying that COVID came from Chinese eating dirty bat soup. That doesn't seem more racist to you?
That seems more racist.
I was enjoying the Kung Fu conversation. I liked it.
Idiot Americans that don't know shit think that it's racist to bring up Kung Fu. In China, all it means is something achieved through sustained effort. So if you're really good at something, they call that Kung Fu. It's got nothing to do with chop sake movies, okay? So every time I hear someone say that, I know they're a dumb shit liberal that doesn't know fucking anything.
Yeah, okay. But, you know, sometimes we have all those people in our lives